medium billy goat gruff, and big billy goat gruff. Early one morning, they woke up and wanted to cross the bridge to eat grassy daisies in the lovely meadow on the other side and get big and fat. The only way to get to the lovely meadow was to cross a rickety old bridge, and unfortunately, under the bridge lived an awful, terrible, mean troll. First, little Billy Goat went over the bridge. Who's that tripping over my bridge? It's me, little Billy Goat. I'm going to eat you up, snarled the troll.
Oh no, listen, I'd rather hear much better than me.
So the troll let little Billy Goat go across the bridge. Next, middle Billy Goat went over the bridge.
Who's that tripping over my bridge?
It's me, the middle Billy Goat. I'm going to eat you up, snarled the troll.
Oh no, listen, I'd rather hear much better than me.
Then, big Billy Goat. Then big Billy Goat went over the bridge.
Who's that tripping over my bridge?
It's me, big Billy Goat. I'm going to eat you up, snarled the troll.
Something has been tasting my bridge. Nope. I have to wait. No, you won't. No, you won't. I have two big bridges or strong hills.
Big Billy Goat prodded the troll with her big strong horns, so the troll fell into the water with a mighty splash, never to be seen again. Finally, all three Billy Goats came across. All three Billy Goats got to the lovely meadow and munched on tall grass and daisies. Whilst munching, the Billy Goats came across three little pig brothers gathering supplies in the meadow. The little pigs explained that their mother had sent them off to live on their own. Their mother gave them some motherly advice. Whatever you do, do the best you can and beware of the big bad wolves. The first little pig built a house out of straw. It wasn't very strong, but it was quick to build. It was quick to build, and he could spend more time playing, so he was very happy. The second little pig built a house out of sticks. It also wasn't very strong, but it was quick to build, and the little pig could spend more time playing, so he was also happy. The third pig built his house out of sticks. He remembered his mother's words and worked hard to build the best house he could. The brick house was strong and sturdy, and the third pig was very pleased. One day, a big bad wolf came upon the first little pig's house of straw. The wolf knocked on the door. Little pig, Oh no! The little pig ran all the way to his brother's house of sticks. The next day, the big bad wolf came upon the second little pig's house of sticks. The wolf knocked on the door and said, "Little pig, little pig, little pig."
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
The big bad wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house in. The two little pigs took off running. As they were running to their brother's brick house, they bumped into Little Red Riding Hood on her way to grandmother's house. With a basket full of treats, the pigs told her all about the big bad wolf and warned her to be careful. Little Red Riding Hood ignored their warning and continued on her way. The next day, the big bad wolf came upon the third little pig's house of bricks. The wolf knocked on the door and said, "Okay, wait, Teddy, hold it together." The big bad wolf huffed and puffed. And he huffed and puffed again. And he huffed and he puffed again. But he couldn't go down the brick house. The wolf needed to use his asthma inhaler and huffed and puffed again. The strong brick house didn't budge. The wolf decided that his health was more important than getting the pigs, and he was too high in cholesterol and sodium anyway. He decided to go find out what that Little Red Riding Hood was up to.
It's adorable.
The big bad wolf was hiding behind a tree when Little Red Riding Hood came rolling in her wheelchair down the lane. He jumped out at her and said, "Where are you going with that basket of healthy treats?" "I'm going to my grandmother's house. She's not feeling well." "And I'm reaching her some food to help her get well." The wolf got a wicked idea and ran ahead to the grandmother's house before Red Riding Hood got there. The wolf barged into grandmother's house in terror. Grandmother. Wait. Sorry, I lost my place. In terror, grandmother ran out of her cottage to get some help. The big bad wolf. The big bad wolf put on Grandma's nightgown and crawled into bed to wait for Little Red. Little Red Riding Hood arrived at Grandmother's house and let herself in. Grandmother was tucked in bed when Little Red noticed I bet you were all expecting the big bad wolf to say, "All the better to eat you with, my dear." But Little Red Riding Hood isn't on his approved taste list. The wolf jumped out of bed to steal Little Red's basket when Goldilocks burst in. With Grandma, and thanked Goldilocks for all of her help and said goodbye. The wolf ran off with his tail between his legs, never to be seen again. So again, Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma thanked Goldilocks for all of her help and said goodbye. Goldilocks was heading home and realized that she was feeling very hungry. Perhaps someone would let her inside to get something to eat. She came upon a lovely brick house and knocked on the door. The three little pigs said, "You can't come in." "Nothing here for chinny chin chins." "How rude," said Goldilocks. And she traveled further down the lane. She came upon a nice little cottage and knocked on the door. No answer. The door was ajar, so she peeked inside. Inside the cottage, it was empty, but on the table were 3 bowls of porridge. Goldilocks was so very hungry, she decided she would eat the porridge. But first, Nurse Kim had to come and listen to her to approve her for taste. Nurse Kim to the Three Bears cottage to listen to Goldilocks. Not an emergency. Goldilocks was approved to taste the porridge. Hooray! Goldilocks tasted the first bowl of porridge. She tasted the second bowl of porridge. She tasted the third bowl of porridge. And she ate it all up. Just then, the 3 bears who lived in the cottage came home. Goldilocks hid under the table. Daddy Bear said, Mommy Bear said,
Someone has been tasting my porridge.
and Baby Bear said,
Someone's been eating my porridge and it's all gone.
Goldilocks ran out from under the table and out the front door. She ran and she ran till the 3 bears could not catch her. Okay, so she was finally able to slow down and walk through a nice little village to her house. Along the way, she ran into her friend named Jack. to, Jack?
I heard that there is a guy at the market who is buying cows for magic beads.
That doesn't sound like a very good idea, Jack, said Goldilocks. But Jack, who didn't like to listen, went off to the market anyway. And snip, snap, snout, our tales told out. The end. The cast is going to come out with their puppets, and you guys can come up and look, meet the cast, congratulate them on their first debut.
Yay! Good job, Teddy.
Oh, okay, so Teddy played the role of the big bad wolf, and he played the role of grandmother wolf. And the puppet was modeled on him. He's got really cool hearing aids and really cool glasses. So everybody can come up and look at their puppets.
Woohoo!
Miss Aria played the role of the troll, and her puppet is her favorite back there. And Aria was also Little Red Riding Hood. She had initially signed up for 3 roles because she's very theatrical, but she had to share some parts with her friends. Kaden, he played the little Billy Goat and the medium-sized Billy Goat. I played one of the 3 little pigs. And you played Daddy Bear. Ryan's a little upset, but she was the big and Mommy Bear. And we played one of the little pigs with the brick house. Sita played Goldilocks and Baby Bear. I would like to thank all of the staff for pulling this together. We did great. And there's Kim Sturgis herself.
Cam.
Cameron, how could I forget? Cameron played a little pig, and he also played Jack. And if you can see, we have a shout out to our real friend Jack.